Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes. How are you all? Welcome back to all my returners, and hi to any newbies. It is so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while, and if you like what you see, give me a thumbie. They are free. So you are here today for the next episode of Crochet Catch Up. And yes, it is just but I have plenty to be showing you. So how has your first week of January been? Mine has been crazy busy, just like any other week. It doesn't matter what time of the year. Now, I know I've only just popped on, but I have a lot of talking to do. So I am just going to take a little gulp of my tea so that I have wet my whistle to be able to chat to you all for a little bit. So maybe take this opportunity to pause, grab your project, grab a drink, and let's get to it in just a second. Okay, apologies for that. So, I am going to start off with an FO. Yes, I am. And technically, this FO counts as a 2023 make because last week on Crochet Catch Up, we were still approaching the new year. So, I managed to get one final FO done, and it is for my December entry for hashtag Moo's Flower Power Cal, which I believe is running until either April or May. I had 2 days to get it done, guys, and I managed it just in the nick of time. I need to be more organised this month. So what did I do? Well, let me explain. So I have a project bag that is about to tip over. Apologies. Okay. So some of you may know I did a label my library as well of all these King Cole Christmas crochet books. This is book 6, and it's also one of my 24 goals of 2024 to start making some of the label my library patterns that I have gone through with you and picked out as my top 3 from every book to make. So December entry for hashtag Moo's Flower Power Cow. Final FO for 2023, which brings my total up to 64. And I have made something from Label My Library. I am doing awesomely in the first week. I don't know if I can still do this momentum, but with other things that I'm going to show you, I am on it, guys. So I picked up my King Cole Christmas Crochet book 6. And I also picked up my 3mm dots, the orange one. And I believe there's another hook in here as well. Bear with. I believe it's the green one. Let me dig around and see. Because I think I needed to use 2 different hook sizes. And knowing me, it has got itself buried right at the bottom, yes. It is the green one. It is the 3.5. So 3.5 and 3 of my dots, okay? Now, what did I make? Well, I wanted to make an amigurumi, and for hashtag Moo's Flower Power Cal, it needs to be something of the plant flower variety. And if you remember, I picked out this guy as one of my 3 to make. Christmas Cactus. Now, some of you who are following Moo, Crafty Moo Sarah, by the way, I shall link her channel down below. Fabulous friend of mine. Love her to absolute bits and pieces. You may have already seen this because she's already done her December montage. So I grabbed my book, I grabbed my hooks, and then I grabbed various colours of my stash, which you can see in this tote here, of Stylecraft Special DK, which is a 3-weight, guys, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to pick them all up. Bear with. Orange. Here we go. And if you can hear life noises, again, Max is just outside the door playing on his VR headset. Lots of virtual reality shenanigans going on. So apologies for the life noises. Okay, so here we have a dark bottle green, a turquoise, a yellow and a red. Now, if you're not familiar with Stylecraft, it is 100% premium acrylic, approximately 295 metres or 322 yards. Naturally anti-pilling, knits to all DK patterns, wash up to 30 degrees Celsius in your machine. Cool, tumble dry, cool iron. You can dry clean using P. Recommends a 4mm knitting needle and a 4mm crochet hook. The yellow is citron. The green is bottle. Turquoise, and then the red is lipstick. Then we also used copper, orange, and I believe it's called spice, but I don't have the yarn band, and yeah, it's a mess. Purple, and I believe this one is called, is it boysenberry? It might be boysenberry, but I might be wrong. Purple. Another blue, I believe this one is called petrol. And then the lighter green, and I can't remember what this colour green is. I think it's cypress, but don't quote me on it. Various shades of Stylecraft Special DK, and I don't think I showed you the label. There we go, Stylecraft Special Double Knit. It is a UK brand of yarn, and obviously I just used a smidgy bit. So these will go back in my stash. No completed balls of yarn this time round, but that is absolutely okay. So let me get these back in the bag that I was holding my project in. So yes, lots of different colours of the Stylecraft, and I've just dropped one on the floor. Bear with, bear with. Oh my good gravy. Here we go, my 3mm and my 3.5mm, and this is not going well at all. Now I've just dropped my complete project bag. Oh Sam, what a car crash. Do you know what? I'll just pick all that up in a minute. It's fine, it's fine. So, Christmas cactus. There we go. I also have one of my goals to make more Christmas decorations. So I have ticked one off of that. It's not the complete goal because I want to make many more, but it's a start for that goal. Hashtag Moose Flower Power Cal, hashtag label my library. I used my stash, so it might go towards, no, it can't go towards stash down because I did it in 2023. We'll get to that in a minute. So are you ready to see my cute little Christmas cactus if you haven't already seen it on Moo's channel? Look at him, isn't he cute? I absolutely adore him, and he will be a very added welcome to, a welcome addition to my Christmas decor. So there we go. Now, I did follow the pattern exactly. I did not do a pink mouth. I just used a little bit of the bottle green. I thought cactuses are green, so he could very well have a green mouth. I did the little Christmas lights here that he is holding. Super cute star. Now the pot, I did have a little bit of an issue with the pot. The size that they asked me to do made the pot way too wide at the top, way too gappy. So at the back of the amigurumi, when you're not going to see it, because when it's on display, obviously you're going to see the front. So around the back, I just folded the excess over and stitched it. So it is a little bit cronky at the back. It's a little bit ugly at the back. But from the front, he is absolutely perfect. And I love him. So there we go, my Christmas cactus. What do you think? And I can tick it off as a make from Label My Library. It's another Christmas decoration like I wanted, and I got it in just in the nick of time for Moo's Flower Power Cal. So there he is. Gorgeous. Love him, love him. So that's my FO to show you today. Now, the next one is going to take a little bit of finagling out of the bag because it is a bit of a monster. So I'm going to quickly pause. It will be a second for you, but a little bit of time for me to get myself situated and ready to show you, and I'll also pick up what I dropped just now. So bear with me for just a second. Okay, I am back. Sorry about that, folks. So, like I said, check out Crafty Moose Sarah, a dear friend of mine. I love her to absolute bits and pieces. And she is always in the market for some new yarny friends and family. So if you are not already part of her channel, please make sure that you are. Okay, I've managed to get some love into my 2-colour granny square blanket. This I am making using yarn gifted to me by my wonderfully generous yarny fairy godmother. She actually gifted me with Patons Canadiana in the white. This one. Okay, so I'll hold that there, and if you so wish you can read some of the details there. So in the white is the Patons Canadiana, and then the colour, the variegated colour, is Premier Spun Colours in the colour Lakeside. And as you know, I am trying to get this as big as my king size bed. We are getting close, guys. The hook I am using for this one is my 4mm Clover and More, the purple one, my favourite. And I managed to get a decent amount of love into this project this week, which is absolutely fabulous. Now, I am not going to completely unfold it and show you the whole shebang. When I have completed this project, I will spread it out on my bed and take a photo and put it on my community tab. But I am not finished yet, guys. I still have a few skeins of yarn and a few cakes to put in. But I did manage to do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 rounds. And they take about an hour to an hour and a half each to go around the entirety of the blanket. And the way that this pattern is done is you do the peacock feathers, and then in the chain spaces you do your granny clusters. So you're actually on the same row twice before you move up. So you may see it as just 5 rows up, but it is actually 10 goes round. I do have my orange stitch marker here to show you where I was last time I showed this beauty. So as you can see, I have gone from this peacock feather all the way up here, adding a good couple of inches onto this gorgeous, beautiful blanket. Now it is folded in half at the moment. So it's twice this big, guys. But you can see that it is absolutely gorgeous. And where you do the corners, you get this lovely... You get this lovely spiky white stripe in all 4 corners, like a starburst, which is a lovely extra little detail as well. But there you can see how the colour is playing out and how the blanket is growing. And even holding it here, it is nearly at my feet, if not beyond my feet. So this is going to be a huge blanket. Plus, it is a really weighty blanket. I will never need to buy a weighted blanket. This will do the trick. It really will. So the 2-colour granny square pattern is by Olga Poltava. I will link her down in the description box. I will also put a link to this pattern. It is a paid for pattern, but worth every penny. This pattern is my blissful crochet. I don't really have to think about what I'm doing. I just have to keep an eye on where I'm placing my hook. The fact that I am using my wool genie is a godsend, because I have also got a spare spindle. So I have got both my colours, and I'm obviously still attached on the spare spindles. So if I'm doing this row on the wool genie, take it off, and then white on the wool genie, and I can just interchange. If you do not have a wool genie, go back and check my videos on the wool genie. It is a game changer. It is reasonably affordable for most people, and you will never look back when you have got one. It is a necessity. It really is. So I am still working on this, but like I said, I managed to get a good 2 inches on my blanket this time. Super happy with that. And I will just continue with this project until she is done. And while I'm thinking about it, I will move my stitch marker up now so that it's ready to show next time it gets some love. This is a project that I am carrying over from 2023, but it's not a pressured, I need to get it done by a certain date. So I just pick it up as and when I can and work on it when I have the opportunity to. So I've moved the stitch marker up. I'm super, super pleased with how it is turning out. It is absolutely gorgeous. And like I said, I will link Olga and the pattern link down below in the description box should you need it. And once again, Yarny Fairy Godmother, if you are watching, thank you so much. You have gifted me with beautiful yarn to make a beautiful blanket to forever remember you by for the rest of my life. It is super squishy, super heavy, super cozy, and I have memorialized you in yarn form forever. So I'm just going to quickly pause again so I can put this back in the bag, wrestle it into the bag literally, and then I shall briefly come back for one more whip, and it is a new start, so bear with. Okay guys, I'm back. I wrestled it back into its bag, and I also finished the rest of my tea, so you didn't have to look at me guzzling. Just to go back to the Christmas cactus, these books are written in UK terms. I am more familiar with US terms, so I did have to convert. But because it's an amigurumi, it's pretty simple. The UK double is a US single, so it was absolutely fine. So yes, that was my 2-colour granny. Like I said, check out Olga's YouTube channel. I will put the link for the 2-colour granny. And also check out her other patterns. She has hundreds of other beautiful patterns, guys. Well worth investigating and well worth the money for them, because can't fault them. No mistakes found. So, who would like to see the new whip that I have on my hook? Okay, let me get it out of its bag. Now, I have borrowed Mike's Wool Genie for this one, because I love the Wool Genie. I cannot rave about it enough. Do you want a sneak peek of the yarn? Okay. Put that on there so it's out of my way, and I've got to remember that I'm still attached. Okay, so I've already mentioned a couple of my goals, my 24 goals for 2024. Well, I am smashing my way through some more of those goals as well, guys. Yes, I am. So one of my goals was that I wanted to always have a Cinnamon Stitches pattern on my hooks. This is a Cinnamon Stitches pattern. It is the Mulberry Street shawl. And this is also going to be a gift as a hug for one of my yarny friends. That was another of my 24 goals for 2024. So, plus this yarn was in my stash and it was not started until the 1st of January. So this project will count towards Stash Down 2024, and if you would like some more information on Stash Down, go and contact my yarny sis, Queen's Crafts by Bridget, and she should hopefully be coming out with a video soon explaining Stash Down. She did it in 2023 and she's going to do it again in 2024. Now, you don't have to go on a yarn diet, you don't have to go on a ban from buying. You can buy, you just cannot use any craft supplies bought in 2024 in your Stash Down 2024 total. It has to be stuff that you had in your stash prior to the 1st of January 2024, which all of this was. So it will count towards January's Stash Down figures. It is a hug, which is one of my 24 goals 2024, and it is a Cinnamon Stitches pattern, which was another of my 24 goals for 2024. So in one project, I am triple dipping. Now, the Christmas cactus was a double dip. This is a triple dip. And I'm going to try and double dip and triple dip as much as I can this year so that I can achieve as many of my goals as I possibly can, and just tick all the boxes, just complete all the things, right? So To start off with, I picked out this Cabaret double knitting from Stylecraft. This is a UK brand of yarn, and I received 2 of these in my Christmas mystery bags from Tracy over at Crochet Rocks. She has a yarn shop called Hobby Rocks. I will link Tracy and her yarn shop down below so you can go and check her out. She does ship worldwide. You might be able to get your hands on some UK lovelies as well. Anyone that I have mentioned in this video, I will of course tag down below. Go check them out. Chuck some yarn in their windows. Spread the yarny love. So these 2 were in my Christmas mystery bags from Tracy. Her YouTube channel is Crochet Rocks. It does rock. Go check her out. She rocks. I love it. I love her. I love it all. So I thought, right, my recipient's favourite colour is blue. I have 2 of these Cabaret, which are super sparkly. And then I need to find some more blue that will complement this to do the wings of the Mulberry Street shawl. Without telling you too much about Cinnamon's pattern, if you want to go over, I will link Cinnamon Stitches and I will link the Mulberry Street shawl tutorial down below as well. But watch it. It is absolutely fabulous. It is another mindful, blissful make for me because at the moment it features the Granny Cluster. One of my favourite stitches. And it's going to be a hug. So this is what I have got so far. I am doing the middle triangle. So you do your middle triangle and then you add on to the sides of the triangle to make it a longer wrap. So it's not going to be a triangular wrap. It is going to be more of a long wrap around wrap. So I am on the middle triangle at the moment. So are you ready for this sparkly beaut? I still have this much of the sparkliness to go in because I'm going to put both the balls of Cabaret into this middle triangle. Here it is, guys. Isn't that beautiful? Can you see it twinkling? Now I'm going to hold it back here for you to see the size of the middle piece at the moment. It will be another 2, 3, maybe 4 rows bigger. But I have got the majority of the triangle done now. And then on these 2 sides, we will be going out rectangularly to make the sides of the wrap. So let me bring you in for a closer look at the yarn. Look how it glistens, how it twinkles, how it shines. Absolutely gorgeous. And I love the fact that there are some neutral whites, greys, so that you can team it up with practically any outfit, guys. And it's blue, the recipient's favourite colour. So there is the beginnings of my Mulberry Street shawl. And as you can see, yes, I added the second ball and I have not weaved in my ends. But that is absolutely fine. Various shades of blues, greys and whites. I have not colour controlled. I have let the yarn do its thing. And that is a massive deal for Manfa. I normally colour control and I'm uber OCD. But with this one, I just let the yarn do all the talking. And I'll show you the side without the tails as well. It is just beautiful. I just love that twinkle. And my camera is actually picking up that twinkle really, really well. So, like I said, going to get this last smidgy bit of twinkle into the shawl. And then I'm going to stop the triangle. And then for the wings, to make it a rectangular wrap, I went digging in my stash again. And we have 4 skeins of the Hobie Carnival. Okay, now the Cabaret, sorry, let's rewind. Manfa, you didn't give them the stats. So Cabaret Stylecraft Cabaret double knitting. It is 98% premium acrylic, 2% polyester. Approximately 230 meters or 251 yards. Machine washable up to 30 degrees Celsius. Cool, tumble dry. You can dry clean using P. Cool iron. Both a 4mm knitting needle and a 4mm hook. 100-gram balls. This is in the colour Lagoon. Made in Turkey. And I think that is about all. So it's premium acrylic and the sparkle is 2% polyester. Okay, so 2 of those for the triangle. Then, like I said, for the rectangular sides, we are going to use the Hobie Carnival, which again is 100% premium acrylic. So they have quite similar fibre makeup, except this one is not sparkle. This one is just premium acrylic. Is my camera going to focus? Come on. There we go. So this is also 100 grams or 3.5 ounces, 240 meters or 262 yards. So these skeins are slightly bigger. A 4 to a 4.5mm knitting needle, a 4 to 4.5mm hook. It is a lightweight 3. Wash in the machine up to 30 degrees Celsius. Do not iron, do not tumble, do not bleach. You can dry clean using P. Made in Turkey. This is colour number 6, and off the top of my head, I cannot remember what colour 6 is. But you can find out on the Hobie site. And again, it is these blues and greys. So I think they are quite a nice pairing, quite a nice match. And actually, let's put some of the brighter blues together. Not bad, Manfa, not bad. So they are going to complement each other really well because they are of a similar colour palette to each other. They are a similar style of yarn as well. Super soft, absolutely love it. And I am going to put 2 on the left side and 2 on the right side. So I will have used 6 skeins in total. Like I said, all of this will go towards my Stash Down 2024. It is in the Hugs recipient's favourite colour of blue, and obviously there is some grey in there. It is a beautiful tutorial by Cinnamon Stitches. I absolutely love working from her tutorials. They are more of a chill, chatty, we're making it together. I literally felt like we were sat having a cuppa, making the same project together. Love, love, love it. And I am also using my 4.5mm dots because I crochet really tight, guys. So I went for the bigger hook recommendation because my stitching is super tight. So, smidgy bit of the sparkle to go in, and then 4 whole skeins of the Carnival to put on either side to make the wrap longer. Now, I have never worked with the Cabaret or the Carnival, and so far I have no complaints. Easy peasy, love it. Gorgeous, gorgeous yarn. Highly recommend. Yeah, so I am excited to see how this one ends up. And judging by how quick it works up, I've only been working on this. I've only sat down and worked on it twice. The first sitting, I think, was for about 2 hours, and I got the whole first skein in. And then the second stint was about an hour, and I got nearly all of the second skein in, because although that looks quite big, there's hardly anything left on there at all now, as you can see. It's really just a smidgy bit, guys. Working up super quick, love it, in one of my favourite stitches by one of my favourite YouTubers here, Cinnamon Stitches. Yeah, I am absolutely loving it. It is ticking off a lot of the goals that I have set for myself. It will be a beautiful hug for one of my beautiful friends, and it is eating up some of my yarn stash. So it's a winner all round for me, guys. I will, of course, bring it back next week. It may even be an FO, you never know. And then I will fill you in on all the other shenanigans that I have got going on next week. But that is a wrap for today. Get it? Making a wrap. Little bit of a cheeky pun. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Anyway, I have kept you for the best part of half an hour, and it will be over half an hour by the time I say goodbye to you all. I hope your first week of January has been really, really awesome. I hope you have managed to get a lot of crafting in. I hope the weeks to come there are more and more exciting projects for everyone. And yeah, I am super happy with a great big smile on my face at how well this first week has gone for me. So I'm going to get out of here and work some more on these gorgeous projects of mine. Thank you very much for your time today. I hope you have a wonderful weekend ahead. Please do remember that myself and Amanda from Obsessive Crochet Lady will be at my house tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern, straight after Granny D, live for the first ever live vote for our Impkin collaboration. So please make sure you are there. Please make sure you are ready to vote so that we can start building our very first Impkin of the year. And then once the vote has finished, it will go back to one of our normally scheduled lives where my other panelists are more than welcome to pop up as soon as the business of the evening has been done. So if you want to come vote, if you want to have your say, or if you just want to lurk and listen and watch, that is absolutely fine too. The lives are the favourite part of my week, and Mike will be popping in to say hello once Panda and I have finished with our Impkin vote. So, oh, and so much stuff to try and remember. There is a bonus Saturday video for tomorrow, and it may just be the very first episode of a brand new segment called Stitch Saturday. So it is a tutorial, and it may be a stitch that a lot of you are already familiar with, but it's the first ever tutorial I've done. It's a little bit ropey, guys. I do apologise, but I tried my best. I think you can glean enough information from it to be able to do the stitch in question. But even if you could just give it a quick watch and just give me hints and tricks and advice on how I can make those better, because it's my very first one and I was very nervous. I had shaky hands and everything. And then also some of you may not have done the stitch in question, so go check it out tomorrow and then come for the Impkin Live tomorrow night, 4 p.m. Eastern, straight after Granny D at this house, Manfa's Makes, okay? Going live. So I really will let you go now, guys. Like I said, have a fabulous weekend. I am back tomorrow, and then it will be from Monday onwards as usual. I love you all so very much. Thank you for watching, and until I see you again, stay safe, be kind, look after one another, get some good quality time in with your loved ones, and get some good quality crafting time in. I will see you in the next one or around the YouTube streets. Bye, guys. Love you loads.